Should be streaming in a couple places right now, but like I said, they can hear us, but they can't see us yet. We're just gonna wait till everything
Yeah.
connects, and then we'll get going.
All right. Mute that just in case.
All right, time to get the last pedophilia jokes out of the way before we get started.
Yeah,
We're already live. We're already live.
And put some clothes on too, because they're gonna be able to see you in a minute. Hey, put your mic down on your face too. I just noticed that Jay you have your mic up, so you're a little bit quiet. Make sure that's down.
What? You're talking about Jeremy or me?
Me?
Let me see. I don't have the video.
Hey, look!
Jeremy
Apparently,
or-
Cyberpunk got censored is live
Am I
right
good?
now. I got a message.
Yeah. Here we go. They're gonna be able to see you in just a few seconds. So.
Delightful. I'm excited.
Hey, you guys are officially live. Everyone can see you. Clip, put your mic down so
Awesome.
we can hear you better. Your mic is up.
Oh,
Oh, okay, cool. All right, yeah. So you guys are live. Everybody's watching. Anybody listening? This is a team that's going to run Cyberpunk 2020. I'll let the GM do introductions and take it from here. Thanks everybody for paying attention. We really appreciate that. All right, have fun, guys.
Thank
of
you.
course.
Oh, man,
Why,
thank
hello.
you.
I am GM Bjark and or Jacob. I'll probably go back and forth between both. I have my players here with me. Those being Jamie, who is playing Eric. Nope. Jerry. Jamie is playing Clip. Jeremy is playing Eric. Phil is playing Requiem. And Death is playing Flash. If the four of you from left to right in the stream, so it'd be Death, Flash, Requiem, Clip, and Eric, in that order. If you would all like to quickly introduce your characters.
Sorry, me first. I'm playing Clip, and I'm a media, so I'm sort of the street reporter kind of guy. I know my way around the streets. He's been doing this for a couple of years, trying to build a name for himself. At the moment, because of how gorgeous he is, I'm looking at buying a new face and wanting to finance that sort of stuff. So yeah, Clip's the kind of person who gets himself into trouble and has stories to tell about it.
All right, Flash, if you want to introduce your character real quick.
I'm Flash, a solo contract killer for hire. His main goal is to essentially make enough money so that him and his little sister can live in peace, I guess you could say.
All right, Requiem.
So everyone pay attention. There'll be a quiz later, right? So make sure you remember everything and take lots of notes. So Requiem is another solo. He is the ugliest man alive that is somehow still alive. Between the scars, the bad tattoos, the discolored skin from the skin weaves, and whatever else, he's just grotesquely ugly. He also has two very big guns, and he just does whatever he has to do to survive on the streets.
Awesome. And finally, Eric.
Hey, I'm playing Eric, and I'm a med tech. Parents were just strangely killed in some sort of explosion that took off, so I found myself hopping a boat and hanging out with some pirates for a while. Made my way trying to repair these guys as we were out on the ocean, stealing stuff. Got sick of that, came back to Night City, and now I'm here. Really, I'm in it for the money. I just like the gadgets and gizmos.
Awesome. So that will be our party for this campaign until one and or all of them happen to find themselves lying face down in a gutter. The way that they have received these backstories past their own concept is they rolled what's called a Lifepath in Cyberpunk 2020. Lifepath is what makes a lot of Artalsorian games very, very, very unique compared to other game settings, where you roll on a series of tables and charts across. There's several books that contain Lifepath options, but we all used the primary core rulebook and generate who your character is, what they've been through, and how they've come to be where they are now. Of course, with your own flavoring and twisting in on it, so you're still playing your own character. And that has gifted us these four delightful characters. who we are now going to decide how the four of them know each other. If the four of you would like to put forth your own ideas.
Well, it sounds like a lot of us are drawn towards the money and looking for a better life.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a common interest with that might be a start.
We all go to the same dojo.
All go to the same dojo.
Well, do we all have martial arts? That's a good way of doing it.
I certainly might. He does.
Because I do.
I got fencing.
Close enough.
And Flash, you have Thai kickboxing, right?
Yeah,
So do I.
Nice.
And fencing.
If that's how the four of you want to run it, you can all be martial arts buddies, who have all done a bit of sharing and sparring with each other, building a slight friendship, if not friendship, then at least an acquaintanceship, where you have all shared not too terribly much about yourselves, past being an edge runner in Night City. The fact that all of you happen to be perpetually strapped for cash and looking for a bit more.
Yep.
Your sensei. Let me find his name. Iago Pena is a Thai man from the East Coast of the U.S. He has been training the four of you for quite some time, a number of months, if not years, for some of you. And him happening across, learning that you guys are all looking for cash, gave you the name of an old friend of his, a man by the name of Suds Joliet. Suds Joliet is an ex-rocker who opened up a really popular bar in Upper East Side of Night City, which is one of the city districts. And he said that he'd pass your guys' names along, and said there's probably a couple of eddies you could make if you tried to pull some work for him. Is there any last questions, comments, concerns, anything you guys want to bring up or clarify prior to starting our first session?
I'm good.
No, I think the questions will come once we start rolling dice. So talk it.
Yeah.
All right.
I think my first question would be when do we start?
Well, we are playing on Cyberpunk Uncensored's Twitch channel. We are also on their YouTube live streaming. You can find all the links if you're interested in playing yourself to their Discord, newsletters, Facebook group, all of that. If you go to cyberpunkuncensored.com. And if you are interested in getting started yourself, that would be the easiest way to do so. And with that, we will begin our first session of Cyberpunk 2020.
All right. So I assume we've met up at the dojo and stuff before we head on over to the Slammer, or are we meeting at the Slammer?
You all would be leaving from the dojo, heading towards the Slammer, if that is all right.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. The party. Oh, please no. The party is hiking down the muggy streets of Night City. Perpetual rain and overcast clouds storm and swirl overhead. The sounds of traffic blaring, the random cacophony of noise coming out of every single alley and nook and cranny. People trying to peddle stuff. Sounds of various crimes happening. And the general hustle and bustle of the city. The data terms nearby, of which there's a total of 3 in earshot, all give out a loud chiming noise. as you hear, good afternoon, Night City. Today is April 17th, 2034, and it's time for your morning update. The high today is 29 degrees, and the toxicity is up 5.4% along the coast, so be sure to bring your mask today. In economic news, the Caterpillar branch of Bechtel General Motors has broken ground on its coastline reconstruction project right here in the free state of South California, hoping to reverse the damage caused by last year's megaquake. Virtual pop icon Arasaka Haim turns 30, announces a campaign for Senate amid celebrations. In world news, the Kenyan orbital face has announced a new director, and the Japanese government has announced a new dream chip called Forced Rehabilitation. It intends to roll out these new procedures in its prisons this October. Locally, 2 found dead in an attack on Hypo's medical clinic. Jeff Perry is up 4.8 points in local polls in his campaign against incumbent mayor Rami Saeed. The cheery voice of the local news account caster is cut short. As seeing at the nearest data term, there is a pair of boosters who begin to beat it with various bludgeoning objects, trying to get to the cred chip reader inside of it. A gunshot up in the air from a nearby corporate security sends the pair of them scattering and running.
I pull my camera up and start filming the incident.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Night City. Upper East Side is one of the commercial sections of Night City. It has been in a constant battle against urban decay. Always going back and forth depending on the time of year. From being hotspot for different booster gangs to start to coordinate and take over areas, and other parts of the year being relaxation and bright cheery places for corpos to go on their lunch. It's a very unique dichotomy that other sections of the city don't typically struggle with. But one thing that is for sure, no matter when, where, or what time, the Slammer and the Maelstrom are always packed. You all find yourselves walking up towards the door of the Slammer. There's a very large man outside of the synthwood frame of the building, as there are different motorcycles from Harley Ford and Arasaka lined up outside, along with a pair of cars as well. And there is very loud chrome rock coming from the building. You know that the man you need to talk to is in this bar.
Yep.
What would you all like to do?
Do I make note of any gangs that are actually parked out front? See if there's to get an idea of trouble inside.
Make a streetwise check.
And let's head on in after that. Streetwise. Done.
I should probably look at the Roll20, not my script. Yeah,
20.
you would recognize and you'd be aware that the Slammer is owned by Suds Juliet, who is affiliated with a gang known as the Copper Angels. They're an old nomad pack that saddled up in New York City. Nope, Night City. And have been smuggling in and out of the city, and most of their dealings tend to be with getting hot products into the city, and getting stolen technology out of the city.
So basically smugglers on the edge.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah. The other bikes or cars don't seem to have any outright gang affiliation.
Yep.
And the bouncer at the front is wearing a leather jacket. His hands seem to have to be armored cyber. They are standing there with their arms crossed, and have very obvious Copper Angel patches on their shoulders and on their chest.
Yep. Look, yeah, as we're going, it's like, okay, as long as we don't piss off the Copper Angels, we should be fine, guys. And yeah, head on in.
Yeah, we'll just walk past the guy. Quick nod.
Yeah,
to
the
him
bouncer.
And walk in.
Give him a
Bouncer. Oh, sorry. All right.
To give him a little nod as we walk by.
The bouncer, as you guys start walking up, kind of steps into your way, gives all of you a quick up and down, and then just nods and steps out of the way. As he.
I mean, I only have one cyber arm, but okay.
If any of you want to attempt to make a.
Sorry.
Oh, are you trying to ask the bouncer?
Yeah. Do you know where Suds is? I need to have a chat with her or him.
Suds is him. Yes.
Him. Yeah. Okay. Him.
Suds is probably upstairs in the back. There's a bit of a bout going on, so he's probably watching that.
Cheers. Thanks.
You would know that the Slammer has a pit in the back. That is a fighting rink where gangs or groups can settle scores in either lethal or non-lethal combat. And it tends to be a huge betting operation as well.
All right. Well, start working our way towards the back, I guess.
All right. As you all push the doors open, the bar is packed. I can move you guys over to the thing. It is not as loose as the image, but Creative Commons are fun. This picture is by Eric Tompkins on unsplash.com. So if you are interested in his photography, feel free to check out any more of his. You step in, and the smell of smoke and sweaty men overpowers most of your senses instantly.
We just came out of a dojo, so
right, that's fair.
Smell of cement is fine.
Let's smoke in the dojo.
Oh, we're back home.
As there's a collection of bartenders behind a very long synthwood bar, and tables packed very close to each other, as navigating the bar is a bit of a struggle with how dense the people are.
Cool. Well, we don't need to go near the bar, so we should be able to snake away through the people up the back. Especially if one of the big guys go first, like the solos.
What is it? Doesn't Flash have like a 9 body type?
I'm at a modest 8.
Right.
So I'm small.
Yeah, you and Flash both have an 8.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, if you want to put the pair of solos in the front and the 2 squishy ones trail behind.
We'll just follow behind them.
I'll take the hoodie down so that everybody can see my wonderful ugly face and my cybernetic skull. And I'll push towards the back. We're going towards the back?
Yeah. There's a staircase in the back. That leads up towards the arena.
We'll push towards the back.
Yeah, getting up towards it, there is a heavier door that is electronic. That has just a simple panel on the side, where if you press the button, the door opens up automatically. It appears to be much more armored than the front door was. For those who are familiar with the area, you would know that the arena isn't exactly enjoyed by the NCPD. And so they keep it under tighter security protocols, such as the heavier electronic reinforced door, just to give the NCPD a harder time if they ever decide they want to start poking around. And as you start to walk up, there is a the synthwood aesthetic is kind of pushed away as a more simple plaster and concrete walls and flooring goes upward into the further staircase, as there are the sounds of people yelling and chanting, as seemingly that bout is still going on.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Can we see the bot from where we are?
Can you see the what?
Can we see the bot? Can I see who's fighting?
No. You have to go up a staircase. And then it's like a ring around a smaller inset ring, kind of like a coliseum, set up for people to be able to observe down,
like look down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thumb the button for the door and head on in. Push it.
All right. As you guys start to push your way up, and get to where you can see down into the fight, you see a group of 3 boosters, all very, very cheap cyberware, all kind of exposed with the wiring not very well protected. One of them has a cyber eye mount rather than an actual inset ocular device, because those haven't really been used since the early 2010s, and it's cheaper to get your hands on them. And you see that 2 of them are holding monokatanas, as one of them is holding a glowing sword. As if you are skilled in combat, or well versed in the combat culture, such as Flash and Requiem, you would know he is holding an M33 power sword. And there is also a dead booster on the ground, with a huge laceration down his back and a cyber arm that is ripped off and sitting a few feet away from him. There are a whole collection of characters watching both. They seem to be some Copper Angels mixed in, but there are seemingly common boosters. There's some people in nicer suits. Everybody appears to be drunk back here, as they are waving around mobile devices, seemingly electronically betting on which side is going to win this fight.
Is this the fight between the 2 boosters, or the boosters a separate thing?
The fight between the boosters in the ring.
Okay.
The crowd watching around. Oh,
Do
sorry.
they have
What?
gang markings? Sorry, I want to see do they have gang markings? The guys that are fighting.
The 4 in the pit are all shirtless, and covered in cyberware. None of they have tattoos, but you can't really tell from here if any of them are gang affiliated or not. But due to the nature of the arena, you could assume that this is probably 2 factions of some sort that have a problem with each other, and have decided to settle it this way. But you see across on the opposite side of the door is a box, kind of like a VIP room, where you see there's only 4 people sitting in it. They're not dressed super nice or anything. But if you were looking for the owner, that would probably not be a terrible place to check first.
All right.
Then that's where we're heading.
Yeah.
Suds?
Cool.
Yep. I follow the other 2, but have I ever seen Suds before or not?
Yeah, do you know
You
He's probably the only 114-year-old guy in this building, so he probably would be easy to identify.
Suds is only in his 40s. The 116-year-old guy who owns another bar in Upper East Side.
Okay.
But yeah, making your way through the crowd, it's not a quick process. You kind of get some jaunts and some shoves as you try to make your way through. The angry.
I push back just as hard.
Yeah, feeling you immediately resist. They kind of back down. Not really catching.
I smile at them.
Much.
I'm going to stand right behind Requiem and just follow the bow wave as the people split in front of him.
Yeah.
Stay in that wave. The wake.
As you guys begin to push your way through to the box on the other side, there is a sudden uproar of screaming and yelling as you guys, if you divert your attention down to the arena, you see the one who is seemingly on the back foot in a 2v2 fight is currently sitting on top of one of the other gangers who is laying limp under him. As you all see his arm come up like this and a huge spike pop up and come out of his arm as it hits the other ganger in the chest, who kind of goes and clutches at it, and after a very quick slash, falls over dead as the one ganger down there seems to have been the one who won. There are cheers of celebration and screams of displeasure, as seemingly some people have just made several eddies, as others may have lost more. There isn't a past casual enjoyment. There doesn't seem to be much of a reaction from the 4 people in the box.
All right.
And as you guys get, sorry,
That was the undercard.
As you guys get to the box, you see that it has a very similar door to the one that was led up to the arena, but this one has a keypad set on the side. Would you guys like to do anything?
Yeah, I just thump on the door.
All right.
Don't have the code, and I'm here to talk to Suds.
As you thump on the door, you realize the ambient noise kind of blares it out, so you kind of have to get at it. And after a moment, you hear the sound of the door hiss as a hydraulic lock is released, and it opens up as you see a woman in a similar leather jacket to the bouncer, with Metal Gear shoulder pads and chest piece under the leather jacket. As you see, there is a shotgun hanging from her hip on a bandolier. She's not holding on to it, but it's angled to be fired very quickly.
Yep.
As the door is opened, and she kind of looks over the 4 of you, and she's like,
Hey, I'm Clip. My sensei Iago sent me to talk to Suds about potential jobs. Do you want to pass the word?
Got a lot of people asking about jobs.
Hey, that's what we're here for. I'm certain Suds got work, needs things done. We've got a team, point to the others around me, who can do some stuff for you. You know, it's up to you to pass the word. I'll leave it in your hands.
What was the name?
Clip.
No, the whoever the fuck sent you.
Iago.
Iago?
Yeah.
You see the door closes.
Sorry.
As after about 45 seconds, the door opens back up. As she steps out of the way. Suds will talk to you.
Thank you.
I will pile in.
Cool.
So yeah.
As the 4 of you all step in, the door closes behind you. As you see, she flicks a switch. There's several pipes, like rubber tube hoses, rather, not pipes, all hanging from the hinge side of the door. As she flips that switch, there's that same hissing noise as those all seem to tense.
Yep.
And you see Suds sitting in a nicer, like a worn down lazy boy, with his foot up on a table next to him, as he is wearing a like a black cloth faux leather vest with the sleeves cut off that have metal studding down either shoulder, and a huge oh god, what was the name of the band?
His old band.
Yeah, it's a huge S in the same metal studs on the back of the vest, as he has tattoos down his left arm, and his right arm is a chromed cyber arm, seemingly trying to mimic that of Johnny Silverhand. He has a shock of receding blonde hair that's tied up in a knot on the back of his head, as he just kind of has his elbow up on his knee, his foot on a stool next to the chair, as he looks over at all of you. So you all know Iago.
Yep. Good to meet you, Suds. Iago told us, because we're looking for a bit of extra cash, or just some cash, Iago told us to come have a chat to you. He said he passed on the word, and that you would have work for us.
Iago hadn't passed anything on yet, but if you all know him, you're all sure you know Iago, right?
Well, we train at his dojo.
Do you? What's he train you in?
Well, Requiem and Flash
Flash.
here are doing take kickboxing. I've just started because I've come out from another one, which is I'm studying Aikido, so I'm trying to round out my skills. And I'm pointing to the medtech, and I'm sorry I've forgotten your name.
Yeah, I just turn to the side a little bit, and I point and smile to my mono katana there.
All right, I'll give him a call real quick.
Mighty ways, just kind of give him a smile.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
I'll give him a call real quick. As you see from the inside of the vest, a cell phone is pulled out. As he taps it a couple times. And as the phone starts ringing, he puts it to his ear. You notice one of the other figures in the area is a very similar bodyguard type, wearing the copper angel patches. And the woman who let you guys in, they both have that shotgun strap at the hip, as both their hands just go to the handle, and they all start to angle at you. As
look, I sit back, lean against a nearby object, and just act casual. It's just biz.
Just kind of do this.
Yeah. So, as you all don't react aggressively to being held at gunpoint, the phone
It's only
rings.
the third time today.
Right. The phone rings for a moment, and as you hear it stop ringing. Oh, hey, Iago. Yeah, I've got a group of
Clip Requiem.
Clip, Requiem, some others. They all say they know you and that you told them to come here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you too. As he hangs the phone up. All right. As he just kind of gives a hand as the shotguns are no longer angled at you. The two bodyguards seem to relax. So, you all want business.
Yep.
All right. What are you good at?
Just look at me. What do you think I'm good at? Violence.
Look, we've got a pair of violence here. We've got a medtech and a media to run counter stories. Just the word does not get out.
That's an interesting one.
Look,
Yeah.
Every media puts out stories. I put out the right story. You want the word out? I know people, and you just spread it subtly, quietly. And that way, if something does happen, it doesn't go the wrong way.
It's an interesting skill set. I think might be able to work with that. Are you all familiar with the Maelstrom?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, he's kind of looking at the rest of you.
We've heard of it.
So for those unacquainted, the Maelstrom would be my biggest competitor. And I don't mind a bit of fair competition, right? You want to have a reason for people to come to your bar rather than everybody else. You don't want people just to show up because it's the only one in town. But I get some very, very, very big acts in here. And this Saturday, if any of you would be of the more musically inclined. I had Blood and Ice scheduled to be here. If any of you have been paying attention to advertisements recently, Blood and Ice has been advertising that they're playing at Maelstrom.
That sounds like unfair competition.
It does, doesn't it? That bastard Borley's has offered Blood and Ice double what I was paying them to be here, and they're charging less than half for the tickets. That's just unfair business practice.
Yes, it is.
There's one thing we hate around here. It's not being fair. So, I want you all to find a way to get Blood and Ice back to my bar, and for Borley's and the Maelstrom and all the fucking doughboys they keep there packed to the walls to pay for such an infraction.
That's going to be interesting.
Huh. I'm just glad you showed up at this particular time.
What's on the table for such heady persuasion? What are you offering for such heady persuasion?
Kind of looks back over at the other figure who hasn't said anything, who is a woman in not a suit, but like doesn't look like she belongs in this kind of setting. Nicer fashion. With her hair it starts brown and fades down to a blue with glowing ends. She's sitting there kind of looking questioningly as to why he's looking at her. How many of you are there? There's 4. How's 750 eddies sound?
Glance across at the other 3.
Each?
They all look happy with it. I assume you're talking each.
No, I didn't say each.
Seems very, very low for the amount of boosters we're going to have to deal with.
Yeah, and you could manage an even 1,000?
I could. I think I could muster 1,000.
I'm in it for the adventure.
Well, I think we have ourselves a deal then.
All right. You can talk downstairs. There's a guy named Rocco. He'll be down at the bar, bottom corner. He's wearing a bright red jacket. He's got dreads. Can't miss him.
All right.
You want to talk to him? He might be able to give you something more. Not payment, just about the job.
Yeah. Of course.
All right. Because he's gonna just nod his head towards the door and avert his eyes back down to the cleanup of the fight.
Let him get back to his match, and thank you. We'll be back. We'll be in touch and head out the door. All right.
So now I'm guessing we're looking for some dreadlocks.
Yep. He said bright red flash jacket and dreadlocks. As you guys heading back down to the bar?
Yeah.
Notice...
Keep an eye on the matches it's working, because I assume the next one is set up.
Yeah, it's getting set up. As you see, as you guys were in the box, by the time you guys have come out, there's a series of steel barriers that have come up, kind of blocking the bottom half of the view box. As you see, there are a pair of borderline full conversions.
Yep.
And they are actively being set up with a few heavier weapons. As there is a group of 6 not boosters. They're not scrappy enough. They're seemingly a more organized group.
They got some better hardware and stuff.
Yeah, better hardware. Better cyberware. It's not quite so I found this on a dead corpse. As it seems they are gearing up for a much more serious fight.
Cool.
As would the two solos make a combat sense check?
Certainly.
$38? Is that a... Ooh. How'd you roll a 19 on a
How many
D10?
tens did I roll?
Yeah, it looks like that rolled a D20. You want to go ahead and re-roll that?
How strange.
Yeah. This
Did roll
character sheet sometimes is
It tells me it rolled a D10.
and
Oh,
it
I mean,
says
it can roll a
19.
19 if it rolls a 10 and a 9. If it rolls a 10
Yeah.
and a 9, then it would
Oh,
come
okay.
to a 19.
All
If
right.
it rolls a 10,
Cool.
you re-roll.
Well, cool. Typically it turns. Oh no, on a. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's a crit. Cool. So you crit.
Well, it says it rolls D10 plus 6.
Plus 13 plus 0.
Yeah,
What's the plus 13?
I have no idea. I have a combat sense of 6. So it should only roll... does it...
Go ahead
I
and
don't know what-
re-roll just to see if it still has that.
see what it does now.
Did I add the plus 13 again? That's curious. Let's go correct a sheet. Requiem. Character sheet.
How strange. I have no...
Yeah, plus 13. Combat.
Are
3.
your reflexes 13?
Yeah. 10
Oh, you got
reflex.
No, my reflexes are not 13. I wish.
Yeah, no, they're 10
I mean,
though.
if it adds...
Is
If it adds 10 plus the booster...
Oh, hold on.
That's
Maybe
the
it's
13.
this.
Yeah, because mine's plus.
Cleanse off booster wear? Do you have
Let
the
me
cleanse
see.
off booster wear? That's plus 2. Or if you add
No.
the other booster wear, the Scandinavian stuff, that's plus 3. But it's only for when you activate it.
Which I have, but it should only apply that to the initiative, right? Not to
Yeah.
the actual combat.
Well, I
sense.
just
It's
checked
only when
that
you
it is-
activate it as well.
How strange.
How strange. We'll just count that first one as a 35 instead of a 38 because it's only adding plus 3. I don't know why. Because you still get your 10 intelligence or your 10 reflex rather. Cool. Well, being that you crit, Flash fumbled, so he doesn't really pick up on anything. Too focused on getting through the crowd. But you realize those are blast shields that were just put up to protect the crowd. So whatever fight's going on in there, they apparently need blast shields for.
It's going to get noisy.
Yeah.
It's going to get noisy.
And you guys continue back down to the bar.
Yep.
And getting back down, easy enough as the stairwell isn't quite as crowded as the arena. You do see the person that Suds was talking about, kind of just leaning up against the bar, his elbow on it. He's holding a glass of Smash, and just has his back against the bar as he's looking out over the patronage.
Well, step up to the bar next to him or near him. Rocco, Sud set us down to talk about a problem that he's got.
Oh yeah, he's said someone's coming down. Is it for you?
Yep.
What did he talk to you about?
He talked to us about problem with the Maelstrom and the band that you're meant to be having on Saturday night.
Okay. Yeah, come with me.
Cool.
As he kind of raises his heads up, and you see he starts heading towards a table that has 3 people sitting at it. And as he gets to the table, he just kind of jerks his thumb up with a quick low whistle. Is hey, You're getting evicted. As the three guys seemingly start to get a little aggressive at first, but seeing who it is, they all are like, "Oh, okay," and they get up and disgruntled, but they don't put up a fight and leave. As Rocco offers the four of you a seat.
What was the band name again, just quickly?
Blood and Ice.
Blood and Ice, okay.
Yeah. They're not, world famous rocker band, but they're pretty well known. Their shows tend to draw up to about 10,000 people.
Cool.
They're not
One
selling
of
out
the bigger
stadiums, but
names.
yeah.
One of the bigger names right now.
Mm-hmm.
The singer's fairly well known, even though the name escapes me at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's oh god, the singer.
Known for his cyber eyes, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but yeah. You all sit at the table. As Rocco drags another chair over, and joins you all. And okay. Situation with Maelstrom. He told you about what was going on?
That they stole your act?
Yeah, they undersold us a lot, and Blood and Ice are a bunch of fucking sellouts, which is why they were willing to come here. And, better deal. They went with the money.
Yep.
So, we have already pre-sold about... You gotta think for a second. I believe last time I checked, the number was 7,500 eddies worth of tickets. And that's not... We hadn't even gotten to at-the-door sales yet. So, obviously, a rather large amount of dosh being taken from us isn't exactly, preferred.
Yep.
How
much did you offer the band in the first case?
Make a... Oh, God. What is the check going to be? Make a general social check.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, yeah. His camera's stuck too. Requiem is frozen.
Frozen up. All right, 16 for a social.
You're frozen on cam to restart the app. Cool.
All right, and they'll be back in a sec.
Yeah. If his 16 social, there's kind of a moment's hesitation. He's like a little over 30 grand.
Okay.
But we were expecting to make that back.
Of course you were. I mean, it's a thing.
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, what Maelstrom's forked over to them so that we can, when we go in and aggressively negotiate,
right,
we can hopefully come up with a good solution that may work for everybody, or at least works for us. Hey.
Oh, good. Phil's back. Rocco just told Jamie that they were paying Blood and Ice about 30 grand to play. And that they were expecting to make that back at least 2.5 fold, maybe more.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have access to the exact number, but we believe it's somewhere in the range of 65,000, 70,000.
Yeah.
Maybe some other benefits or perks, but we're not sure.
Yeah. Because, I mean, hell, we can go talk to them, but I don't think that's going to be working for this level of cash.
They're not expecting to make the money back. They're trying to hurt us directly. This isn't oh no, we want this band, so we'll offer them more money. We don't want Slammer to have this band.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So yeah.
All right. So
You see this whole time he's had a small data pad out. It's just been, as you guys have been talking, just writing on it and scrolling through it.
Yeah. What else can you tell us about? I suppose what we're going to be up against.
Maelstrom is pretty I'd only barely call it a club. It's more of a big steel box.
Yeah. It's a fight pit or something, isn't it?
No, it's still technically a club and a bar and a concert venue, but the whole building is made out of mirrored and polished steel.
Yeah.
Okay. The bar is just a long ass circle in the middle. The furniture though is replaced every day.
Yeah.
But they've started selling or not selling, but using breakaway furniture. Because fights are so common there.
Rowdy place.
Okay.
Right. So to kind of bring the crowds, make it a little more spectacle. They've started throwing some more spectacular variables in there. But the place is run by a group known as the Chromers, and they tend to be pretty territorial of the place. There's been a big thing I know about that may be something you can work with. Is another group called, oh fuck, what were they? As he kind of scrolls through the data pad a couple times, looks and something like, I don't know, blood metal or a bloody pipe. I don't know, bloody something. They've been trying to step into that territory because the Chromers don't have any kind of deal with the owner.
Yep.
They just kind of.
Can I do a quick streetwise check about those gangs? See if I know which one's their rival.
Yeah. If you want to make a just one, yeah, not two.
Yeah, hang on. If I can find it, where the damn.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool skill, isn't it? Here it is.
Yeah.
So let's see. What is it? Plus, let's see what my character sheet does out of this one. Plus 27 or something.
Plus 31.
Right.
So I think it is that
17.
initiative boost that's being put into it with the Kresnikov. Or Sindevistan, whichever you have.
17, that sounds more
Yeah.
reasonable. There you go. Yeah, we're good. I rolled 17.
You would know that the Chromers are a super territorial game. They are made up of a bunch of ex-Blood Raisers that have all got evicted from the gang for various reasons. And they started their own group called the Chromers. And ever since they took over Maelstrom, they've been super territorial of the surrounding area. In the next couple of buildings, they're one of the biggest forces that are constantly resisting the NCPD in Upper East Side. They have their rivals would be pretty much any other gang that wants to operate in the area of Maelstrom and Upper East Side. They've got a couple of notable ones. They've got a bad habit of pissing off the the Brawl something. What are they called? Not Brainiacs. Back alley brawlers. They've got a real bad habit of constantly picking fights with them. But so far as a gang that starts with bloody, there's plenty in Night City that have that kind of naming convention.
Tell me it's the Blood and Tears, just for shits and giggles.
It's the what?
What is it?
Tell me it's the Blood and Tears.
It may be. You would not know.
Oh, it's one of my favorite games.
But yeah, that would be what you would be aware of when it comes to the Chromers.
All right. So you said they don't own the Maelstrom. That's actually somebody else.
Oh yeah, the gang business side proper is owned by older corpo. His name is Mike Borlees. Let me go look at the name. Mike Borlees. He's owned the place since 2009.
Okay.
And he's been running it from there for a while. He started just because he wanted to have a place where he could have a liquor license, but it kind of became a bit more popular, so it was expanded to what it is now.
Yep.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna have him make a streetwise check.
I can make one too. Because I'm actually.
Oh damn, he crit. Okay. Oh my god, I rolled a 10 and then a 9, and then he's got a 6 streetwise. So that'd be 19.
That's cool.
Yeah, plus cool, which is high. He's a fixer.
Mm.
Oh god. If I could ever do fucking math.
Pick your shoes
Quite
up.
cool.
Easier.
It's a 19, 25 plus something. 25 plus cool.
Yeah. It's 25 plus 8. It's 33.
Yeah.
33.
Oh, that
That beats the impossible.
right. Bloody Domes. That's who it is.
Domes.
What's that?
Bloody
the
Domes.
the other band.
What's that?
That's the other gang
Bloody
that
Domes?
Or the other gang. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
They've been trying to move into a lot more Malcolm's property. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time with my audio. Bloody Domes, like DOMES?
Yes.
Got it.
But yeah, I mean, unless you have any specific questions, that's everything relevant I can
Did we have any reason to think there's anything other than the money for them to be playing over there? Did you ask that?
Blood
No,
Nice?
Yeah.
Blood nice.
Because we know they're
Ah.
taking that money, but was there anything that we
Because you mentioned
any
other
reason
perks.
why they? Yeah.
Maybe. Something if you can find and get into.
Do you know where we
Do
can
you
get hold of
have a contact for their management?
Maybe.
I mean, somehow
is
you must have hired them.
Right. Yeah, here. As he pulls out his own cell phone rather than mess with the data term or data pad as he starts scrolling through. I've got an actual business number here, and then the manager of the whole bar under Borley's. I have his number as well. Not that he is aware of that, but
No, I
yeah,
meant
if you
the band, Blood and Ice.
oh, the band. Oh,
They're not city based, so
we had
Yeah.
we talked with their agent and their label. We didn't talk to the band directly.
well, contact for the agent then. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
They're not city based as far as I remember, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They've got a scraper down in Studio City.
Okay.
And yeah, he'll give you the number for
Cool. Drop down the number into my cell phone.
Yeah. The number for Brock Tadbrook, manager of or the agent for Blood Nice. He
Yep.
works with a label that I don't have written down, but can go find if you guys really want it.
Don't think it matters.
We'll
It's
call it
probably
A
okay.
label. It's
I think
Yeah, a label.
we're good.
A label. Or go to fantasy name generators and just click on label names and see what the hell
Right.
comes up.
Yeah.
Any label LLC works for me.
Mm-hmm. Alpha League.
All right.
No label. No, that is a label. Damn it. Ah.
Right.
All right.
Cool. Any other questions?
Look,
No, I'm not the brains of this
so.
outfit.
I think we want to sit down and have a chat for a bit. do you mind, like, I don't know, putting 4 beers on our tab so we can sit and have a chat? And if we need like your help, we'll come over a quick chat. We're going to try and work out what we're going to do.
Yeah, I'll be around. As he drops a slip of paper on the table, that seems to be his just says Rocco. It's a phone number, and an address.
Yep.
As he just drops it on the table for you guys. Yeah, I'll go. Be sure you get some.
Thanks.
Yeah, he heads back to the bar, and a few moments later, guy holding just 4 glasses in between his 2 hands, comes over, sets him down, doesn't say a fucking word, heads back to the bar.
Cheers. Give him a nod. All right, guys, what the hell are we going to do? Because, like, there's no point in going straight into the bar, shooting it up and that sort of stuff. It's a waste of bullets, a waste of time, and a high-risk kind of venture.
So that's the reason for not doing it?
Well, look, I'm called
I'm with
Clip,
you.
but I
I'm
don't
with
want
you.
to end up... Yeah. I'm called Clip, but I don't want to end up full of bullets, so, you know.
I'm with you.
You get used to it for after a while.
I got a
Direct
couple skin
sabotage
patches.
is the easiest. Direct sabotage is the easiest, but it's also probably the riskiest.
Well, do we want this coming back and blowing up in our faces? Really?
No.
That's the thing.
My face is pretty enough as it is. I don't want more to blow up in it.
I want to mention, guys, Requiem has a 1 attractiveness.
Technically, I would have a -5 if I could go as low as that.
Right.
Oh, that's an achievement.
So I agree with you that the direct sabotage is not the best way to go, but let's talk a circle about that for a second. Maybe that will bring another idea. If we were going to direct sabotage, what would be that? Like, I'm not really sure even what action I would take if I wanted to do that.
Yeah, I'm thinking I mean, you could walk in the front door and open up, but that's kind of pointless, and they'll have defenses.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at this place, and they're well armed for that kind of shit. So
obviously, guns blazing is not good.
Yeah. But the other thing is, we could potentially try and start a bit of a gang war, and get the...
That's probably the best idea.
The blood domes
I like
to go against the chromas because they see an opportunity to claim some of what's theirs. So if we come at it sideways and hit the chromas, right, and then plan evidence to make it look like it's, I don't know, somebody else, back alley brawlers, or make the chromas look weak, really, because if they look weak and they look like they can't hold their territory, then all of a sudden the other gangs are going to start looking over and go, well, you know what, that's going to be a thing. And then, of course, using our knowledge of the streets, we can actually spread that word so that the chromas actually look weak, that there's definite opportunities to come in and hit those sort of things. We also need to have a chat to Blood and Ice and just convince them that it's unsafe to go there, that there's gang wars brewing, that, yes, it's a shitload of money, but do you want to be dead for it, really? And
if we play this smart, we can have a 3-way gang battle on the day of the concert at the place.
And we can also call in NCPD to shut down the store.
Well, we need that to happen before the day of the place, right? Because the band's they already have the decision they're going to go someplace else before the day of.
But the thing is, what we do is we set up, say, I don't know, 2 days before. What day is it? I don't know what day it is.
Wednesday.
A-Day. Wednesday, cool. So tomorrow, tomorrow, we head out, we try and cause trouble for the chromas to make them look weak. We spread the word that they're relinquishing certain chunks of territory just to the other gangs, right? That way, the other gangs will hopefully come on in and start causing trouble. Now, 2 solos, you'd be going to be great for popping shots and kicking ass, which is great, because then we can level some people, leave the bodies lying around, hopefully collect some money from the body bank, and then spread the word, and then hopefully by Thursday Ava, we call up the band and just let them think, and then we also try and factor in NCPD to shut down Maelstrom for 24 hours on Saturday morning.
We want to have we want to have a big, massive. So the concert's supposed to be Saturday, right? Is that did I remember correctly? We want to have everything go down Thursday, Friday.
Yep.
That by Saturday, the band basically has to go to the other place.
Yeah, that seems the easiest way to do it.
Does anyone have friends on the police department or in other gangs? Other than me.
I don't think
I've got a bunch of friends, but nowhere in the police force. But hey,
Whoa, I do have a friend on the police force.
So we can start spreading rumors that way as well.
But we want to lay that rumor so that the gangs have their little tussle first. So if we can collect some stuff that makes drop evidence that looks like the Back City Brawlers, so the Chromers start going the Brawlers, and that causes a little bit of a hustle there. So there's a bit of
I lied. Never mind, anyway. Flash.
And then we try and get hold of the Bloody Domes, who really hate them, and also the Blood Raisers, who ex-members of the Blood Raisers. You left our gang. What the hell's going on? So we could draw in those two to start hitting pieces. And so it looks like there's like violence in the street, and then CPD is going to have to step in at some point.
The more gangs we can get involved, the better. Like the more the merrier, especially when it comes to gang war.
I got a friend in the police force, so maybe I can make a call and try to persuade them to get involved. Or I can persuade him to try to persuade his crew to get involved.
Yeah. But we probably want to delay that till Friday because
I'll wait.
Wednesday at the moment, but if we can get that call happen Friday, so that NCPD goes.
Put that in the back of our minds as a possibility to pursue.
Look, it's something we want to use, right?
Yeah.
We've got to use everything we've got. I mean, hell, it's only for €1,000, but hey, that'll pay the bill.
Yeah, we're gonna cause more collateral damage than €1,000. I'll give you that.
You guys did not negotiate very hard.
No, we didn't. I should have pushed for more, but hey, next time.
The back alley brawlers are vigilantes, by the way. They're like Batman.
They also, any of you guys with the streetwise of 4 or higher, would know that the back alley brawlers tag fucking everything that they do.
Brilliant.
Any action that they take, they make it at the scene of whatever they did very apparent it was them.
Okay. With my level of streetwise, do I know, like, I suppose some of the fringe areas that the Chromers are trying to sort of control and get into, so that we can have a bit of an altercation tonight to actually knock off some gangers who then tag the shit out of it and leave it at that?
We can create a lot of violence and just tag it as the back alley brawlers.
That's what I'm thinking. Start with that and show it like an escalation, so that the Chromers go, hey, the back alley brawlers just hit us. Let's have a go at them. And then we can look at...
Hell, it would be even better if we can get the back alley brawlers to do it by themselves.
If we could, brilliant, but I don't know, maybe we could do some recon around some of the buildings to get an idea of the disposition of the Chromers, and then just pass that information on to the brawlers for a bit of a profit. Say, hey guys, we know where they are. You want to give us a little bit of cash? We can tell you precisely where they are, and that sort of shit.
There is in Upper East Side. There is a gym called the Chrome Ring Gym. Oh wait. Oh fuck. Hey, wait. Make a streetwise first.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I just started giving the information I had.
Streetwise. Come on, give me a number. 22.
Cool. You'd be aware that
15.
There is a gym that the Chromers are trying to move in on, called the Chrome Ring Gym. It is known to have some kind of attachment to the mob in Little Italy.
Yep.
And Chromers keep fucking dying there. But they're trying to move in on that territory. And the uh, Arbarathi townhouses are a. Oh wait, hold on. No, not those ones. There's a different building. Shit, where is it? When you lose your place in the city, there's a shit ton of fucking broken down.
Taking a quick bio break. I'll be back in a second, boys.
Okay.
Ditto. While we're doing it.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
cool.
Give me 30 seconds then.
I'll find this fucking place then.
Everybody on a bathroom break?
They are.
What timing? Everybody had to go at the same time.
Yeah. Is Flash, you still there?
Yeah.
Cool, all right.
I
Don't-
just realized I was on push to talk.
Oh shit, have
I've
you been
been-
talking this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh god, man, I'm sorry. I was just about to say, don't feel scared or nervous to speak up.
Oh no, I just remember I put on push to talk. My bad.
All right. Yeah, sorry.
You thought he was just a very quiet player.
Yeah, I thought he was just nervous.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's push to talk. Yeah, it's going good.
Habit.
I wanted to chime in too. Anybody watching or listening to the live stream, this is Rob Mulligan talking, by the way. I'm not on video, but I am checking in on the chat. So anybody that is watching, I do see you there on the chat. I am replying. So feel free to join us. This is live. And this is
While they're
what was that?
Oh, I was gonna say while the players are gone, they except for Flash, they lost out on so much money.
Yeah.
They could have talked subs into 1,700 eddies and 2% of the ticket sales for this concert. They settled for 1,000 and no commission.
Yeah.
Negotiate, man.
Yeah, got to use that persuasion or negotiation tactic. Oh yeah. Sometimes though, when you're playing, especially Cyberpunk, because you know it can be so dangerous and cutthroat. Sometimes sometimes as a player, you'll be apprehensive to press boundaries because you never know if you're pressing boundaries. All of a sudden, it just goes over that edge, and you're like, "Damn it!" You know. Sometimes you got to start off a little careful. You know.
Yeah. We're making fun of you for how much money you lost, Jamie.
Wait, how much money did you lose?
Bucket loads, I suspect.
You could have talked him up to 1,700 and 2% of the ticket sales.
Well, I didn't think the ticket sales at all. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Plus, like
And
I
the
was
thing
saying, sometimes you don't want to press negotiate. Sometimes you're apprehensive at pushing those boundaries. You know, you never know if you're going to push too much. You know.
Well, I need to build up a relationship with that guy first. I need to get.
It wasn't going to
know
be easy.
them.
That deal was a DC 25. So.
Well, I didn't even bother rolling streetwise on it, so you know.
Right.
I mean, I've got good streetwise, and I can throw a point or two a luck at it, but not that much.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I had a couple ideas on how we could mess with the bar. One could say.
Okay.
One of them, I was thinking, what we could do is have a surprise health inspector come in, find some not so healthy stuff, and shut the business down. Or
do you know somebody?
not really. I was thinking one of us could go in, impersonating.
Yeah. Look,
Or
I'm guessing they'll double check shit if they're doing
or-
stuff like that. So you want legitimacy.
Right. And the other one would be kind of going based off of what you were thinking, but maybe knock out or, take hostage one member or two of each of the gangs wear their colors, their jackets, and start causing havoc.
That sounds pretty good. I mean, we've already got the take on what the back alley brawlers do. So as long as we can hit a place and then tag it up and not leave any evidence of us,
because
then that seems pretty good.
My kind of idea was having them catch the gang in the act of doing it to actually understand who was doing it.
Yep.
The only problem is I'm very easy to describe, so we can leave no witnesses, or I have to be extremely well disguised.
Yeah.
Well,
and also you have to get away from being caught alive.
I happen to have this plastic face mask that we could stick on. I bought one for me, but I've got just below average of attractiveness 4, so I'm not anywhere near as memorable as you. But I can always pop on it. We've also got a gas mask for a filter mask, just because the atmosphere in this place sucks. The very life out of you, basically. So, there are two possibilities. Darfur 2020. So that's always, I mean, that's good to hide your identity.
How, if we want to grab some people, how do you want to do that?
Well, MedTech, do you got any knockout stuff?
I don't think so, unless it's something I could produce or
the other building or the other location they're trying
what's the other location?
Chromers are trying to move it on is called the Havenford Hotel.
Okay.
Which is a it bills itself as a luxury hotel, but it's no better than the typical Best Western.
It's all in the advertising.
Right. But it also typically runs a lot of illegal pleasures, like black market brain dances and drugs. And so the Chromers have been trying to move in on that as well.
All right.
They've got more success with that one in making ground than they do with the gym.
But the gym's got mob connections, so they've obviously got protection.
Right.
Whereas the Havenfort doesn't have that much.
Yeah, it's a security level 1 building.
Yeah, okay.
So it's got locked doors and alarms, and that's it.
Okay. Who runs it? Do I know?
The Havenford? Not really. No. The Havenford is a franchise. They're all over the place. This one has just gone to shit.
Okay. I mean, to me, the Havenfort looks like it might be an opportunity, guys. If we...
So we're going to try to go there and grab a couple of their guys, and then...
Well, if there's chromas there, we can try and pick up one or two. But the thing is, it's a pleasure center,
Well, are we just trying to get them to grab their clothing? Is that what?
Well, I mean, I think it's possibly worth going in and just popping off a few chromas, and then tag it with the back alley brawlers. It's quick, it's low fuss.
I like it. I
mean, we've got 2 pieces of brutal right here, so it should go pretty well.
Even though my kind of brutal's more the sneaky and fights when has to kind of thing.
Well, that works even better because
that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, you can sneak on in and just either take one out or grab one, which we can then... I don't know how we use it to our advantage because we've got no way of... I don't know where the back alley brawlers operate from. I don't know about the ex-Blood Raisers. I don't know about the relationship between the Blood Raisers and the Chromas.
I think we take...
You would all know the Blood Raisers are a group of all fucking cyber psychos.
Yeah.
Their MO is typically go into a place and slaughter everyone there, and then maybe loot it and then fuck off.
So they're predictable.
Yeah.
In their psychoticness, yeah. But then we've also got the Bloody Domes and the Back Alley Brawlers, which are two that we can hopefully do. I mean, the thing is, it might be worth putting out a rumor that the Blood Raisers are going to hit the Maelstrom.
You are a
Because-
media after all, so putting out a rumor wouldn't be that hard.
No. You know, and if I can get the right sort of footage together, I can arc out a story to make things happen. But you know, there's also we've got the Bloody Dome. So if we can get evidence of the Bloody Domes or the Blood Raisers, just popping off one or two stragglers from the Chromers around the Hammer Fort, or even the Chrome Gym, was it the Chromium Ring, whatever, the Chrome Gym.
Chrome Ring Gym.
Thank you.
Number 46, if it helps.
No, it doesn't, because I don't have the map here. But the thing is that I don't want to mess with that because, firstly, they're not hitting it too hard, so there's not likely to be that many people there. And secondly, it's backed by the mob, so if we step on the mob toes, they're going to stomp on us because they've got the backing, the resources, etc., to do that kind of shit. So,
Could also
I'm-
try and talk the mob, saying that the Chromers are going to try and hit the dojo.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I don't have any mob connections though. I've got like, well, where's my sheet? I mean, you know, I've got three good friends who I can talk to, but it's based around common interest, an old media associate, and a mentor. So you know, I don't have any connection to the mob basically.
Your fellow media, who went by Z.
Yep.
She was a fan of getting into the nitty gritty with the less seedy or the seedier groups in Night City. So you don't know if she has any specific connections with the mob, but if you were to ask anyone, you know, it would probably be her.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to chase that up in a sec. But that's I mean, the less this gets out in an uncontrolled way, the better, really. Yeah. Anybody else got any ideas? Okay, I'll take the silences. No, you don't.
I'm stuck. I like the idea of having Death going in maybe. If he can be quiet and taking one or two people out and then tagging them afterwards.
Yeah.
So you said that's not their MO, right? Their MO is more of just jump in and slaughter everybody. Is that what?
The Blood Raisers were, and they're ex-Blood Raisers.
Oh, okay.
But the Back Alley Brawlers, they're the ones who will go in, hit a place, tag the shit out of it, and they're really aiming just to, I assume, take out gangers. So, yeah. I mean, Requiem, what's your skill set more like?
I mean, I can brawl just fine,
Mm.
and make sure that everyone doesn't talk afterwards. But and I mean, I'm okay sneaking. It's not my specialty, but I can sneak okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you've got a great stealth bonus.
I mean, I'm not I'm an assassin. I can sneak.
Yeah.
These two.
Well, look.
I'll just get a luchador mask, and we'll figure it out that way.
Well, look. You can pick up a Deadpool mask from one of the local retailers out in the street. I'm certain you'll find one.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, look. I'm gonna have to give Z a call and see if I can get more information on that angle, and try and get the mob in on the caper. Well, I don't want to get them in on the caper. I want to get them, but I need a way to sell this story as well.
Yeah, because how we sell it to them? What's their interest in this?
Exactly.
I just thought of something.
Yeah.
What if we hit the hotel, kill a couple of, was it the Chromers, right?
Yep.
Have a recording that accidentally gets leaked of someone tagging as the brawlers.
Well, if you
In the
guys
act.
if you two can dress as brawlers, I can do the media coverage.
Well, the brawlers just wear black berets, so that's easy to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want to get yourself a black ski mask, that's even better.
Got a mask covered.
Excellent. All right. I think we have a bit of a plan for going forward. So we'll do a bit of shopping, grab a few bits and pieces that we need. How's everybody for cash?
I think
Take
you
out-
all have between 500 and 1,000.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I've got 50 euros on me, and that's it. So.
I got I got
okay.
230.
Okay.
Hey,
So
I'm a
that's
dirty
that's-
fucking
If
liar.
we need to buy some miscellaneous stuff, I got it.
Cool. So we'll pick up some masks. I'll go in and do the media coverage. I can then pass on, sell the story, or just let it leak. Probably let it leak. And that will get the Bracoli Brawlers at least, and the Chromas at least, looking at one another.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully that will spark something a little more vicious.
Yeah. If you guys are inherent or specifically trying to impersonate back alley brawlers, you're gonna need some black berets as well, not just masks.
Yep.
As
Well,
that is their typical
stuff.
uniform.
Yep.
If you guys all want to get masks and all want to get black berets, that's gonna run you. Let's see, 4444, 2222. 22 eddies
Okay.
for 4 masks and 4 black berets.
Okay. I'll take care. I'll take care of it, guys.
Thank you. All right. So, and then probably I don't know what I don't want to head out and rent a room at the Haven Fort because I really don't want to pay out the money for that sort of shit. But do want to be able to be somewhere nearby so we can keep a tab on things, so we can actually pick and choose our time. Requiem and Flash, I think you should be our eyes for this sort of thing, so that when somebody straggles or wanders off on their own, we can pick them off. And I'll be there to get the media coverage.
Sounds good. We'll start with that.
I'm going to finish my beer at this point.
All right, easy enough.
Good.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were still at the bar table.
All right, so let's go.
Let's do this.
So you guys heading down to Haven Fort Hotel?
Well, on the way, we're going to swing by some sort of shop to pick up berets or balaclavas balaclavas to hide our face.
Okay. Go see you're in the 22 eddies to get the 4 balaclavas and the 4 berets.
I got it.
You just stop at a quick corner clothing store. They got what you need.
All right.
And as you guys start heading down towards the city, are you all walking or do one of you have a vehicle?
I have a motorcycle.
Okay.
I'm walking.
I got a pair of feet. Yeah. I'm going to start getting like footage of the city and just building up a catalog of stuff that's out there as we're heading round down.
Yeah. Walking through Upper East Side, there is a whole bunch of shit. End up walking, let's see, going from what? That's 2 to 5. You'd end up walking by a big ass building. Just a giant rectangular skyscraper called Deskmate Corp. It's a laser printing office. And make a streetwise check.
All right.
All of you can if you would like.
Submit. What pops up? 24.
So this is where you guys get to tell me how to do this. I just roll 1d10 or?
If you go to your sheet
character.
and you go to streetwise, you can just click on it.
Oh, okay.
The way it like depresses when you hover your mouse over it.
Yep. Just gotta find it. Oh, there we go.
It allows for a
There we
modifier.
go.
You hit enter. Cool. So those of you who rolled 20 or higher would know that in that building there is a small donut shop in the southwest part of the building. It's frequented by corpse during the day and by chromers at night.
Yep.
And if you throw along an extra 40 eddies to your order, you can order special donuts. If you know the code. Donuts with various substances in them rather than just sugar.
Yep.
So yeah.
That is unsubstantiated rumors, good sir. No one knows that this is really happening.
Right. You've heard you can do that.
Foul gossip and slander.
All right, I'm gonna need to give Z a call. On the way, cutting through town. And really, I just want to ask her. I've heard a rumor that a gang's trying to cause the Chromers trouble around the Maelstrom. Have you heard anything?
This
is Z.
As you call her, her voice is a bit peppy and cheery. I'm not sure about that specifically, but I could make a couple calls. Yeah. Get back to you in like 15 minutes.
Oh, look, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. I love your work. It's great to hear. If you want to, 15 minutes would be perfect. I'm just curious because I'm just trying to get a lead on a story, and I've got a feeling something's going to be happening. So I'm just trying to get some background, a bit of info, and see what works.
Yeah. I'll shoot you a text in a little bit with what I can gather.
Perfect.
She hangs up the call. What were you asking about specifically?
Basically, I heard a rumor that the Chromers getting violence, getting involved in some violence around the main Maelstrom, and just like what's going on with that. But also, I wanted to also pick up if she's heard about any stuff for the Chrome Ring Gym or the Hammerford Hotel.
Cool. So you in about by the time you'd be getting onto the same street as the Havenford, you get a text from Z that says Chromers don't seem to just be causing violence at the Maelstrom. Looks like they actually run the place and keep most of their business dealings there. The Havenford Hotel, she tells you, isn't really a gang owned area. They hire their own security to try to keep the gangs from taking it over, but that same gang, the Chromers that you asked about, have been making more and more headway in trying to take it over. There's typically somewhere between 10 and 30 Chromers there a night.
Okay.
Raising hell, causing problems, getting high.
I heard some didn't get a number, so Yep.
And then for the gym, there's kind of like it's sent as own text instead of with the rest of the information, as it is saying that that gym is somewhere you probably want to stay the fuck away from. It is a mob owned gym that they seem to run their enforcement branch out of. So this is not a place you want to fuck around.
All right.
I misspelled it.
So, but for the Havenfort, you said what? 15 to 30?
10 to 30.
30.
Depending on the night.
All right. Well, it's Wednesday. Hopefully, it's a quiet night. And they may want into the gym, but they're never going to take it. So Yeah. All right. Well, lucky we're going for the Haven Fort and not for the gym.
Well, the gym isn't open. They still operate as a gym.
Yeah.
But
if it's going to be full of mob enforcers,
Mhm.
these are people who know their trade and are likely to be
Right.
a problem. But
Cool. Anything else you guys want to handle before you start taking on the Haven Fort Hotel?
No, don't think so.
Cool. As you guys approach, there's kind of a couple of stairways up, kind of snaking through the streets, as you end up crossing a like a breezeway type area where you kind of look over the railing, and there's another layer of the street below you. As heading up towards the row of buildings that the Haven Fort Hotel is on, you see about a 15-story tall hotel. It looks like it used to be a very, very nice in the way things in Vegas are nice. Very gaudy, very ostentatious. And it is worn down as hell. It looks like it had a spire on either end of the front corners, and one of the spires is actually snapped and is about half as tall as the other. Only about 2/3 of the letters on the sign are working. The cheapest rooms here range typically about 250 eddies a night.
Do they charge by the hour?
Depending on which floor you're on. And there is a group of shadier looking individuals all sitting out front. They're all smoking. And talking to each other and don't pay any attention to you.
Cool. Do they look like chromas or are they just randoms?
You see a pair of them have chromed out skull caps. Of the 5 outside. The other 3 don't have the same identifying mark.
Yep.
And don't appear to have any kind of visible gang affiliation. But from the MOs and signs of the chromers, that chrome skull cap is pretty much their biggest call. Some of them will have other parts of their body chromed. Some of them will get their shoulders and full arms. Others will get their face. The higher ups in the gang have pretty much from the mid chest up all chromed out and cybered as hell. They're cyber psychos, just like the Blood Razors.
Yep. Okay. Any ideas of sort of pulling off one of these guys so that we can lay waste?
Are you guys approaching the door or?
No. Keeping a bit of a distance. Let's not become too visible just yet.
What's over the road from it?
What?
What's over the road from the Haven Fort?
Like across the road?
Yeah.
Would be the let's go look at numbers. 22. 22. 24. Cool. That would be the Night City Fire Station and Eurobank 1.
Okay. Don't really want to be hanging around in either. I had a plan, but it doesn't. I don't know what to do next. All right.
Oh shit, my bad. The Eurobank 1 is on the other side of the fire station.
Okay.
The building next door is the building next door to the fire
We're
station is Long Last Books.
We're also a block away from Bjark, the main police building of Night City.
Oh, okay.
We're literally a block away from it.
Yeah, it's a fun district. Lots of
Yeah.
shit going on.
Yes.
This is all based
What
on
time of the
trying
day is it right now?
It's getting to about 9 p.m.
Okay.
It was about
Like,
late afternoon when you guys got to the Slammer.
Okay. All right.
And alternatively, we could ask one of the. This is also a place where you can find some not so legal services, right?
Yeah.
Because we could.
Are you looking at the
uh,
Night City source book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am as well. I'm moving around a little.
That's fine.
Just
No, it's just this was more a conversation between you and the group, because we could hire a young lady or two to provide a distraction or pull some of those guys away, so that we can then beat the shit out of them and mark it as, done by the back alley brawlers.
The kind of service we want, or we could actually do a loop of the building to see if there's any other people around the place, and possibly even have do a loop of the building, see if we can get a back way in or an unguarded entrance, or even just an individual, to check that out first before we hire the hookers to distract the guys.
Yeah.
So
Plus,
as
whatever we
a
do
heads up,
could happen later in the night as well. So it's still very young.
I have something that I might want to do. Are these guys actually in the building, or are they sitting outside the building?
they're outside the building to the left of the front door. They're all standing in a circle, smoking and talking.
I was thinking, since I have amplified hearing, that I could stay a little distance away and see if I can pick up on a conversation that might lead to deciding when they may or may not be leaving.
Yeah. How long do you guys stick around and watch? Are you guys like casing them?
No, right now we're just walking, being innocent pedestrians and bystanders, just walking around the building.
You guys don't get so much as a passing glance as you guys walk by. From the five of them. If as you walk by Flash, you pick up snippets of conversation about a recent score that one of the guys who is in a chromer pulled, and how many eddies he got from that. He talks about hitting a gun store that had a bunch of illegal guns in the back, and taking down the owner and his guard, and just taking all those guns out the back, and how he pulled about 6,000 eddies off the job. And they all laugh, and regaling specifics about it.
I would turn to them as we're walking and kind of subtly point out and tell them this guy just pulled off a job recently at a gun store. You said he made what, 600 eddies?
6,000.
6,000 eddies. Did he get into the details on how recent?
No.
And maybe we could do something that.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, MedTech. What's your name again?
Eric?
Eric.
Character's name?
Thank you. Yeah, Eric. Thank you. Eric, how much cash do you have spare?
I have right about
Are you-
900.
Okay.
So this is what we got. That deal.
Well, I was thinking if I could pop up and ask them to supply us with a gun and organise a meet. Because
We can
they
do that.
obviously, just talking to gangers on the streets, like I need a hardware for self-protection. Can you help? And then try and make a deal that way to sort of lure one or two away, or at least
either they're going to sell you a gun or they're going to try and rob you. Either way, it's going to get violent.
Yes. So, okay. So look, you guys set yourself up in an alleyway. I'm going to go chat to these.
Okay. As a heads up beforehand, you guys were talking about the hiring a young girl or two to distract them. As a heads up, the pleasures of flesh, if you will, have become more of a high society luxury as technology is proceeded. That those kind of services tend to run very, very high prices.
There's always $5 hookers.
Yeah, but there's also $5 chips that you can plug it in the back of the head. So
Fair.
Yeah. So look, I'm gonna head up to the Ganger and try and I want to appear like I actually do, like a little Weasley thing.
Okay.
And
yeah, easy enough. Hello, Logan. I'll be done in about 10 minutes. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, use my knowledge of Streetwise to sort of say, look, I heard you guys may have some hardware, and I need something for self-protection that I don't want the PD to know about. Can you help me out here?
Are you walking up by yourself or with the group?
Yeah, I'll be by myself.
I was going to say, would you like at least one person as protection?
Well, if you want to be in the shadows, just hiding in the crowd behind me, that would make me feel a lot better.
I could do that.
So, yeah.
Did you want me to give you some money before you had to talk to those guys?
No, you don't have the money with you. What's wrong with you?
No, you don't.
You're come back and okay.
We're finding a dark alley, a street or two
Cool.
over.
Yeah, easy enough. City's full of them. You guys post up across the street. It's a 4-lane highway. So easy enough to jaywalk across. As traffic moves very slow in the city.
Yep.
With Flash sitting around the corner. Oh, hold on. Let me swap the background as we have left the bar. You posted up around the corner, just kind of up against the corner of the building, keeping an eye on what's happening. Your enhanced hearing letting you tune into the conversation. As you start walking up, Flash. Clip.
Yep.
They all immediately the conversation stops as they all start looking at you as they're trying to judge what you're doing.
Yeah, so just open up with a banner like, hey guys, look, I need a bit of, I heard you guys pack stuff and I need a bit of hardware just for self-protection that I don't want the PD to know about. So can you help me out here?
One of the guys that doesn't have a chrome skull, he laughs and there's a bit of a digital modulation to his voice, like he's speaking with auto-tune. Why, you ain't got nothing on you?
I need something the PD doesn't know about. That's all I'm saying.
What are you looking for?
Look, just something small, like a Militech Arms Avenger.
He's gonna kind of look around at the rest of the group, because they're trying to look all serious and fine, but they're all trying very hard to mask just giant shit-eating grins.
Yeah, I know. I'm coming up as a little weasel. I'm still not intimidating, so you know.
I want you to make God, what would it make a persuasion and fast talk check?
Done.
Hold on a sec.
While we're hiding out in the dark alley, I have the mask and the black beret on, or I put those on.
23.
What's wild is 2 of them rolled 9s and don't have the stats to reach a 23.
It's what I do.
They're all kind of eyeing you up and down, sizing you up, as the one who started talking is going to look over at the guy who was talking about his recent job, as he
Mhm.
I'm sure I can get a hold of something. What quality are you looking for?
Look,
Looking for the best?
Nah, look, I'm just looking for something that'll do one thing for me. I just need to deal with one problem, and then, hey, the gun might as well
Hey,
find an asset
straight to
afterwards.
business, man.
Look, I just need to sort out this one thing, and then life's better.
How much you got on you?
Well, I've got, I'll pull out 40. I've got this at the moment, but I'll go get some extra eddies to cover what you need.
Sure.
I'm just sort of act a little hesitant.
As he'll step forward, as he says sure, and takes it out of your hand.
Where are we meeting? Come on. You can't just
Come back in an hour.
All right. Yeah, okay. And look, just act scared of the gangers, like
Okay.
they are the best thing ever.
Are you fucking off for an hour?
I'm gonna go take a seat on one of the concrete pylons around the place, and wait. Just sit there.
As soon as they think you're out of earshot, you catch them all fucking bursting out laughing.
Yeah.
As the guy who took your money, it just hands it over to one of the other guys. And they all resume conversation, talking about the fucking idiot who just came up to him.
Yeah, okay. I assume not Death, Flash will let me know.
Let him know about them talking about him.
Yep. Flash, can you do me a favor?
I
I want my money back. I happen to have this frag grenade. Do you mind just sneaking around and lobbing it in among them?
Awesome.
Okay.
I would like to unsheath my mono blade and say I could do a lot better than that.
I don't know. I just want to get their attention.
Oh.
And the attention of everybody around them. So, yeah,
Well?
Flash, it's all yours now.
You've just been handed a frag grenade, Flash.
I'm just thinking about something that could possibly go wrong.
A lot.
Seeing as
But
how I
What could go wrong with the frag grenade?
No, I may or may not be packing plastic explosives, so I'm just thinking maybe a boom might not be the best idea.
C4 is very stable. Or C6.
I guess I huck a frag grenade in a direction close to them, but not at them.
Okay, so you're trying to drop. How far are you going to drop it away from them?
Middle of them. That's what I want.
Oh,
I want to say.
yeah. What tells you wants you to drop in the middle of them?
Oh, in the middle of them.
Yeah.
You sure about this?
No.
So I'm sitting in the dark alley.
As you're sitting in a dark alley, you watch.
I was just going to call the other two and say,
Yeah.
guys, might as well just do this on the street. Fuck them. Plan A didn't work. I'm going to get a refund.
Cause I was thinking about knocking some heads together without using a frag grenade.
Well, you can
in
always-
front of the front door.
Yeah. Look, throw your masks on, toss the frag grenade. That'll break up the crowd, and then we'll just lay waste and tag.
It's very public, but that's how you want to play.
Well, how else are we going to get the word out?
Fair.
All I can say is
I would have just
get
left
the
bodies
camera
somewhere.
rolling.
I know. I hoist my camera and get it ready.
No, like
I'll
I'm
go around.
Sorry.
Where you saying, Flash?
I was just gonna say I wanted to go up to him, nod, and tell him to get the camera rolling while putting on my beret and mask, walking towards them.
As oh.
While they're doing that, I'm going to run around the back of the building, go through the back door, and approach the guys to the reception.
Okay. Cool.
Wearing mask and balaclava
Yeah.
and the beret.
Okay.
Eric, what are you up to?
Well, yeah, Eric, what you doing? You tagging along? Gun drawn? Gun not drawn? Sticking with Clip,
Just-
sticking with Flash, sticking with
I'm not. I
Requiem?
don't have a gun out yet, but I'm sitting casual.
So who's
See, just
is he
because-
going to throw the grenade?
He is.
I'll just
I have
walk
a feeling it's
over-
going to happen.
I'm just gonna pull my gun out and hold it by my waist and just walk over next to him.
Cool.
I'm standing next to the girl at the reception,
All right.
Oh,
hiding under the reception area, and it's like, you want to go duck now?
As
tugging on her shirt.
It's like
Requiem terrifies a receptionist, telling her to get down. There's a moment, Flash, where it's kind of like you could hear a fucking pin drop as you let the pin fall out of the grenade. The clanging of the spoon popping upwards is you lob the grenade to drop it in the middle of all of them. A massive blast ripping outwards as they all are scattered in a radial pattern. That is where we will end tonight's session. And we will start next session with very fun combat rules, initiative, what house rules I use for combat.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Awesome.
That was a bit mind blowing, I will admit.
Yeah, that was fun.
just
I'm
because
sorry.
you don't want violence in your first session doesn't mean we don't want violence in the first session.
Right, so I didn't want it. I just said I didn't expect it.
I kind of feel like, oh, sorry.
No, you're fine, dude.
I was going to chime in here because I'm watching and paying attention here. This is Rob Mulligan. Anybody watching that doesn't see me but can hear me, let me explain that I am here. I'm just not visually here. But my favorite.
Hi, Rob.
Yeah. My favorite thing was at the very, very beginning of the session when you said, "All right, this session isn't really going to be it's going to have no combat, more role playing. We'll get into it." And I believe all the players were like, "Challenge accepted."
Right.
We tried. Also, total side note. Total side note. Rob, thank you for getting this all organized.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
And great GMing by Bjark. Really, dude. I love it. I love your session. Really.
Oh,
really,
good.
really
Thank
cool.
you.
Yeah,
This is
somebody
not
says
where I thought you would take this at all. It's really cool.
Yeah.
it's amazing how fast combat comes to mind when somebody says frag grenade.
Yeah. Yeah, and let me say,
Suddenly every other option isn't valid.
yeah, and let me say,
I see where we're going here.
Yeah, let me say real quick too, guys. You thanked me for putting all this together, but thanks to all you for joining. The whole idea with Cyberpunk Uncensored was, I started it because I love Cyberpunk, and I don't care whether it's the game, the video game, tabletop or artwork, films, TV series. Like, I just love the genre Cyberpunk and anything that's involved in that. So obviously I'm going to push Cyberpunk Uncensored as much as I can, whether, as you see, it's the Game Master Tips, live gameplay, podcast, all that. But I really wanted to expand more. And, the only way to do that is to kind of hope that the community will back it up and kind of join in and help it grow. And, just as much as you thank me for trying to organize this, man, I thank all you for making it happen. I'm glad that you guys love playing and that you guys dove into, just being open to communicate and make it happen, and then stream live. I know that can be a little nerve-wracking to people. Not everyone's used to streaming the games live, So I really appreciate all you guys doing this and helping grow the brand and bringing more attention to Cyberpunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, the game's something that's been in my life for the hell of a long time now. And it's just fun to sort of kick back and just play through these weird-ass scenarios and get yourself deep into trouble. And I'm going to apologize to the entire party now if I cause a TPK.
Well, you've only just picked a fight with the streets of Night City, so
Hey, we
who
got
knows,
this.
right?
Or we don't.
Well, to be fair, you did just take 5 combatants out of combat.
I hope so.
Or did we?
Or did you? I'll roll the damage in between the sessions.
Spoilers.
Sure, 5 of them.
But considering they were all within 4 meters of each other, and you dropped a grenade in the middle of them, that's in the incineration range.
Yeah. Look, it's urban redecorating combat style. Just
Right.
as a simple. Hopefully, I get it all on tape, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Right.
What if your money gets incinerated with?
I think the refund was facetious.
You forgot about that.
I didn't get it on tape. Do it again. Throw another one.
Cool. Thank you again, Rob. I'm glad we could be here. This is super cool. I have never I've played on a stream before, but I have never GM'd on a stream. It has been a very good time. I do hope everyone watching had a good time playing or watching and continuing along with us as well.
Just one quick one. Next one is going to be the 17th. Was that the plan, or
Yes.
not the 17th?
Yeah, 17th.
Okay.
So yeah, 17th of
It's 2 weeks.
October. And well, wait, Jeremy, you have a con the 17th, don't you?
Yeah, so man, my October looks really busy because I got Halloween the very last week in there. I don't know what
Right.
you guys are doing for that. I'll be out.
Oh,
and,
that's fair. I can't play Halloween, huh?
and then
Can
I
do
got
next
a
week,
con on the
and then
17th.
2 weeks.
So hear me out. What if we play next Saturday on the 10th, and then we start bi-weekly on the 24th?
Let's push for that.
Sounds good
That
to me.
sounds like might work for
Sounds
me.
good. Next session will be Saturday, October 10th, with this particular group, though there are games running pretty much every day on Cyberpunk Uncensored. And speaking of Cyberpunk Uncensored, go to cyberpunkuncensored.com, sign up for the newsletter if you're interested in getting involved. You could yourself get on one of the streams and have a good time playing as well.
Oh yeah.
I unfortunately have got to go for the evening.
Yeah.
So
Let me
Sounds
mention real quick too in the live stream. We're good for the 10th. We are doing our first episode of the Game Master Roundtable that day.
Nice.
But those are short. So we'll just work out the time. So maybe on that 10th, it'll be a lot of fun for viewers that join because maybe they can watch the roundtable or your guys' live game session and then the roundtable. Like maybe we'll have a couple really cool things on the 10th. That'll be fun. So we'll coordinate that time and everything. But yeah, you guys did awesome. And thanks everybody for, participating and making this so cool. And everybody tuning in, thanks so much for the support.
Thank you all for
First a
the fun.
GM roundtable, then a TPK, all in one night.
delightful. That's all you need, honestly.
Yeah.
Cool, guys.
Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. It's been a
Cool,
blast.
guys. See you in a week.
Take care, everybody.